Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Giovanni Gallardo will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better. Hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Gene Segura heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for
Leading
some evening baseball.
Milwaukee, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
First pitch, 7:05.
Gallardo gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight, they're on a nice little run. Winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And they come into this one fresh off a 3-game sweep to start the homestand. So they'll be looking to keep their winning ways going here.
Swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. And look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think you got to keep an eye on the Hebrew Hammer, Ryan Braun. He hasn't had any trouble hitting away from home this year, and his batting average on the road is up over 300. So there's a good chance we'll see him have some pretty good at-bats in this one.
Jonathan Lucroy will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Into the windup and the pitch. And the slider tails outside for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Stubbs ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot for Jonathan Lucroy. 8th home run on the season for him. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Take a look here at where the catcher's going to set up. That pitch was supposed to wind up down and away, but this is just a total miss in location. Comes right back over the heart of the plate, and that's why that baseball's a souvenir right now.
Batting third.
Here's Ryan Braun,
the right fielder, number 8. Ryan
as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope,
Up top, it's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Shot towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls, so this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Adam Lind will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And Beltran will make the catch to retire the side. Brewers get one thanks to the efforts of Jonathan Lucroy. On to the bottom of the first at Citizens Bank Park. And Milwaukee's off to an early 1-0 lead. Edgar Sandoval gets the call for game one of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, something to look for when runners get on base. He has not been good this year. Guys are hitting over 300 against him. He's going to have to change that if he hopes to get a win here in this one.
Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Phillies, the center fielder, number 11, Ben Revere.
In there at the knees, strike one. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
They come off of what was overall an unsuccessful homestand. You can't afford to have a losing record when you're playing in your own building, so they're going to need to turn it around because they've got a tough stretch of road games coming up.
A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Salvador Perez is someone that's trying to work through some stuff right now. He was only able to hit in the low 200s last month. A disappointing output for someone with his abilities. He knows he's better than that, so I expect him to play with a chip on his shoulder and turn the page on the calendar.
Flaherty giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a 1-out double.
Batting third.
So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently second best on this Philly ball club in that department.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
Maikel Franco will come forward now and in an early RBI spot. And he's the right guy to have up there as he currently sits in 5th place in the National League runs batted in category.
Yeah, and he's such a young player, too. You know, it's great for baseball as a sport when we've got such dominating young players like him making their mark, and it's so much fun to watch.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He stands at second with his 13th double of the year. Here it comes, 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Hit hard towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters. He's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
So striding in, Drew Stubbs, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
Squared that one up just a little late. And the 2-1 pitch. This is line to left. Flaherty is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Phillies strand one. They still trail 1-0. Delman Monahan will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
Delman's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. That's by him for strike one. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Gallardo into his motion. Here it is on 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
And the count will be full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Turned on down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Batting second.
Well, he smokes this ball right
number
here.
3.
This is a fastball. Right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Standing in now, Ryan Flaherty, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. One-0 count. Here it is. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitters count. 2-0.
No one out with a runner at second. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. One away.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
Into the box now, Rocky Holton, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 3 homers and 14 driven in. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, curveball, then change up here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
1 out and a runner on second base. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Has to be thinking strikeout here.
Ball.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of him.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3 and 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, he's done a pretty good job here of rendering that leadoff double useless.
Batting 8.
He's come back with the ground
Second
out
baseman.
and a strikeout. And so now it's going to come down to a 2-out base hit if they want to score right here.
Luis Sardinas will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. The one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And the pitch on 2-1. 3-1 now.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
That's a good job right there with 2 away, because if nothing else, you get your pitcher to the plate here in this inning, so you don't force him to lead off your next inning offensively.
Edgar Sandoval gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And good movement on the slider there from Gallardo. It's strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Ryan Howard will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Ryan Howard.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre will stand in. And as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Sent back up the middle. And this will continue on untouched into center field. Just went right past him.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Salvador Perez takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First offering on its way. That's yanked into the stand. Strike 1.
Salvador Perez is a multiple Gold Glove winner behind the plate, including in 2015, but he can definitely do some damage with the bat as well.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down.
Nope.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. One and 2, here it comes. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. And here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Stepping in now, Amos Hinton, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitchers.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. It's swung on and hit in the air. Monahan has a beat on it. 2 gone.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Giovanni Gallardo.
Striding into the box, Giovanni Gallardo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit high and deep to right center. Monahan going back on it, still going back. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. The tying run is in to score from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
He gives them the lead here on just one pitch.
Number 2.
He wasn't waiting around.
And
just sitting on this one. He's going to drive in both runners with a 2-run double.
Here's Ben Revere. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. Throw goes to third. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We've played 2 full. It's the Phillies 2 and the Brewers 1. Gene Segura is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Shortstop.
Hey guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a round.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stubbs is under it as he puts it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 away to start the third.
Boy, they're just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Jonathan Lucroy stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And as we put up our team leaderboard graphic, you can see there his total currently 3rd best on this Brewers ball club.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Gallardo pauses. Here's the first pitch. Ryan Braun is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
I got 1
now
ball,
a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Chopped foul wide of first. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And this is swung on and missed on a good pitch, and Braun is gone for out number 2.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. Here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Here's Adam Lind, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Brewers move out in front now, 3-2.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now batting.
In now, Monahan. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Oh, had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. We play 2.5, and Milwaukee's taken a 3-2 lead. Leading off the inning, Ben Revere, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Center fielder, Ben Revere.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So it goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. And I'll tell you, it almost looks like BP when he steps up to the plate. Putting together another nice performance in this one, too.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Now they're tagged by Segura. They're going to get him at second base.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is various moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy tried to steal on a slide step right there. The chances are you're going to be out, and they nabbed him.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Third inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they'll chase this one down now out near the 387 sign. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
And now you can't help
the batter number 7, shortstop,
a minute ago.
Mike.
If he just stays where he is, he very likely scores on this ball. Instead, this one's going to wind up only being a one-out double.
Into the box, Michael Franco. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's now 14 doubles on the season so far. And he falls behind 0-2. Pause, and the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded by Sardinius. On to first, and there were 2 down.
These days in this game, we talk so much
number
about
16,
situational hitting.
Drew
behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
So stepping in, Drew Stubbs, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this in 2 away.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
2 outs here with a runner at third. To 2-2 now. Rounded down the third baseline. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Ryan Flaherty is ready here as we begin the top
Leading
of the fourth.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the left fielder number 3, Ryan
Gallardo
Flaherty.
sets his sights. First pitch on its way. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Hit to short. Franco has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Now batting.
And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Into the box, Rocky Holton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now to the plate, Luis Sardinhas. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So a great half inning of work by Yovani Gallardo. His club trails, however, it's 3-2. Ryan Howard is set to lead us off in the home.
Leading off for the Phillies here in the 4th.
In a pretty close game.
First baseman.
I'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started and get back in this thing.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
You got to make sure if you come inside, you come way inside. You leave it out a bit, he's liable to hit that thing in the second deck.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Adrian Beltre strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yep, single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Salvador Perez will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner. Foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he drops it. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded to short. Segura has it. One there on the Lind, and it's a double play.
First and second, nobody out.
Number 9.
You're in a great position to do some damage here in this inning. And then, the one thing that you could not have is the double play, and that's exactly what you get.
Standing in now, Amos Hinton, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
The set and a 1-0 pitch. To 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at 3rd and 2 away.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Two 2-0 count and the pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, when you've got the pitcher on deck, that's not a bad idea. Take a hack at something.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Grounded back up the middle. Dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Amos Hinton has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
You know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. But the runner's back easily. Into the box now, Giovanni Gallardo. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
And even after the 2-out RBI, you still have a chance to help yourself out here with a hit. You've got a man in scoring position.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. This is hit high and deep out to left. Flaherty racing back at the track. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now 5-3.
Well, this place has a reputation as being a launching pad, and it ain't hard to see why. That's already 3 balls that have left the yard so far, and I would doubt sincerely that'll be the last.
Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Here's Ben Revere. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
And at this point, I don't think you can expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Settling in now, Ben Zobrist. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is where he's so comfortable hitting righties so far this year really well, hitting over 300 on the year.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch out, nothing doing. Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. When he finds his spot there, 1-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 3 runs already home here. Throw over to the bag. Just keeping him close. And another throw over. And the runner back. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 5-3 Philadelphia.
Your
Scooter
attention,
Gennett
please.
will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Scooter Gennett.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. He pulls this one into right, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
The shortstop, number 9, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Stubbs on the move and reined in, 1 away.
And this is not an easy play out there.
Catcher.
You can see right here in slow motion. He's got to do battle with the crowd down there, but he's able to navigate that sea of hands and then put it away. That's nicely done.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Three runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He's bounced back nicely here after the leadoff single. Kept the guy anchored at first. He's done what he's needed to do.
Ryan Braun will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice solid line drive that just didn't fall.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
Nope.
2-0 now.
Now on 2-0, we got a fastball count, and we got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
If you're wondering, this is a straight green light here. When your star's up there, you bet he's swinging if it's good.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
A runner on first with 2 away. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Chopped weakly to the left, reined in. So onto the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Your
Will
attention,
Smith
please.
is going to take over
Now
here in
pitching
inning
for
number
Milwaukee.
5, as it's going to be up
Number
to their
13,
bullpen to try and keep him in
Will
the game here.
Smith.
Mike Franco will step in. He's lined
Leading
out
out for
and
the
grounded
Phillies.
out in 2 trips.
The shortstop,
He's seeing the ball okay,
Mike
though. Making some decent contact so far.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Chop this one left side. Holton is up with it, and a rather easy first out.
Right fielder number 16, Drew Stubbs.
Drew Stubbs will step in, a ground out victim as last time. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
1 out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Ready on 1 and 2. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Ground ball right side. Lind has it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman, Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Yeah. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and it remains 5-3. Adam Lind will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at this 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line and left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, not only was that pitch buried in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. In now, Delman Monahan as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there and right and pull this one down for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Ryan Flaherty will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign. Two and 0.
2-0 count. Here it comes. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
3-2.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed. Maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Into the box, Rocky Holton. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
That's one of his best pitches tonight.
Here comes the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you've got to make him put it in play.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Now a double play ball here for Beltre at third. Zobrist relay to Howard, and it's in time. The double play that ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Adrian Beltre gets things started
Leading
here in
off
the
for the
6th
Phillies.
for the hometown team.
Third baseman.
Well, you know he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1-2-3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drives it the other way to deep right. Back goes Braun. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Salvador Perez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Nope.
Up and in for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Bases are empty, one man out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Here's a guy that kind of got called on early, but since coming on in the fifth, he's retired 5 in a row out of the bullpen.
Amos Hinton will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Two out, nobody on. Tap foul at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Seventh inning coming up. Phillies on top, 5-3. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the seventh inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Luis Sardinas is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Second baseman. It's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late. So they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Gallardo back to work as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Justin DeFreitas will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here.
Number 30.
Brock Holt will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 31. Brock Holt.
John Jason will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
John Jason.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing.
Simple throw over there.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. So swings and misses as he's down on strikes for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes.
Number 9.
Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Gene Segura will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
Oh, man. These are outs that you have to count on getting. You already guessed right, and you pitched out. And even just an average throw at this point is going to nail him at second base. But you can see here, this one's off to the left side of the bag. And by the time he reels it in, that runner's able to slide in there safely.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. That's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Yeah.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. 1 out and a runner on second base. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit on the ground to third. Beltre has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion. And he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he misses again. 2-0.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything here the rest of the at-bat.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Taken high and deep to right. Stubbs ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning.
It's time for
Brewers strand 1. They're still down 5-3.
Your attention, please.
Will get the ball now. He'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Alex Holmes.
Brock Holt will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7.
Brock Holt.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Ready with the 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Here it comes, 2-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Monahan is there, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder, number 2, and Revere.
Stepping in, Ben Revere. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. That misses, 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
94 on the outer edge. You can't help but take that.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Wow, a real sharp break for this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
You do not want to get the middle of this order up with guys on base. So this is the hitter he needs right here, right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Here it comes. Hot shot to third. Fulton is there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Phillies down in order as they hang on to their 5-3 lead.
Your
Jake
attention,
Diekman
please.
will be summoned from
Now
the
pitching
bullpen
for
now.
the
He'll
Phillies,
take over to start inning number 8.
63, Jake Diekman.
Ryan Braun will stand in now.
Leading
He's
off
been
for
kept
Milwaukee,
quiet out of the number
right
3
fielder,
hole,
number
hitless
8,
in his 3 at-bats so
Ryan
far.
Braun.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And And that's in there for strike one.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Grounded weakly toward third. A barehanded effort by Beltre. He's out.
Woo, no problem. And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip he had on the ball. Not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's Adam Lind as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Here's the 1-0.
Ball two.
Ball two. And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
The 2-1 on its way. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Hard hit ball to second. On to first here as Lind is set down now 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. Delman Monahan come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Michael Franco will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And that's swung on and missed for strike one.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy,
number 16.
Not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ballgames. He's doing the job here.
Drew Stubbs will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Inside,
2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1.
Ball
3.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in
First
reality,
baseman, number 6.
nobody's swinging at
Ryan
that pitch. It's not even
Howard.
close.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. After the walk, a quick check on first. And they'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Swing and a line drive, but this will be a foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, 2, here it is. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Yeah, and normally with him at the plate, you're going to see that
number 29,
that big overswing. With a runner on first base, they can't really do that much. So here, he just uses that to his advantage, and he finds a hole right to the right side.
Ready now, Adrian Beltre. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, well, most guys know well enough to lay off. you've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
2-2 now.
2-2 now.
Set. Here's the 2-2. It's swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he'll settle under it, but he can't hold on to it. Oh, boy. And to score is the runner from third. Now a 6-3 game. So a heads-up play as two fielders were better than one that time.
The catcher, number 13.
Digging in, Salvador Perez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Nope.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So one run on one hit, no errors, and a runner left. Ninth inning coming up. Phillies lead this one 6-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jonathan Papelbon is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Now pitching and batting in the sixth spot, number 58, Jonathan Papelbon. Now playing third base and batting in the eighth spot, number 17.
Ryan Flaherty will be the first one to greet Papelbon as he'll get things started here in the ninth.
This just isn't any closer. This is one of the top closers in the game, so good luck.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Flying toward right center. Stubbs is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. The leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth. As we take a look at league saves leaders entering play.
And he's right in there among the National League leaders. 5th best at the moment. So he's made it really tough on the opposition out of the bullpen. The manager loves giving him the ball in tight games, so we'll see if he can add to his total right here.
Papelbon comes set. Here's the first pitch. Rocky Holton is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. One out, nobody on. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Well, now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Yep, things are looking pretty good here now.
Up next for
Just
Milwaukee,
one out away from
second
wrapping up the
baseman,
series opener right here tonight.
Luis Sardinas makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one. The victory would go to Yovani Gallardo should the lead hold up here. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled the ball 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And now this crowd announced it around 33,000 come to their feet. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Papelbon trying to finish it. The pitch. Still 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Line towards center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their 4th win in a row. They've got things firing on all cylinders.
Probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 6-3. Good night from Philly.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Brewers, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. A reminder that extra